So when you think of Falls, Idaho, we're always talking about the prairie and the new construction. Everything that way. Well, Falls is one of the sneakiest, best areas to live in North Idaho. Why? Because, oh, what's up, Connor?
What's happening?
This right here. We're on the Spokane River. We're about to cross over and show you some of the most sneaky areas to live in Falls, what it's like to live on this river, and everything you need to know about living in Falls, Idaho. So stay tuned. What's up, everybody? This is Jackson Wilkey.
And I'm Conor Hammons.
And we are the Live in CDA group here right in North Idaho. We do so many videos about what it's like to work, eat, sleep, live, play right here in North Idaho and boat, like everybody. If that's the information you want, make sure you tap that subscribe button and you click the little bell so you're notified every time we do a new video. And we get calls every single day, and we absolutely love it. If you're even thinking about moving, relocating anywhere in North Idaho, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, days, nights, weekends. We got your back with moving to North Idaho. So, Connor, let's rip it off right now. We got some brand new stuff here.
Yeah, some waterside condos. This is the Spokane River. So we talk a lot about Post Falls in some of the other videos. It's the prairie land. It's where all the new construction's going on. But there's a whole other side to Post Falls that is a little sneaky, doesn't get talked about as much as it should be, and that's the Spokane River. Tons of waterfront homes. These brand new condo building has been built in the last couple years. And you're looking $500,000 to $800,000 for a waterside condo with a beautiful view, a boat dock. We got a public beach as well that you can just bring the kids down to swim, boat all the way up to the mouth of Lake Poleline. It's just a really sweet spot. So they got the prairie, they got the new construction up there, but they also got waterfront living in Post Falls that people don't know about.
Yeah, so we'll drive you through the downtown, what you actually get. Not too much. There is some really cool breweries, restaurants, shops, bars in Post Falls, but it only takes 10 minutes to get to downtown Coeur d'Alene from where we're at right here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna hop in and we're gonna take you across the river, show you acreage, show you lake living, show you just the beauty, everything you see behind us. So actually the road that we're on right here, where we're at, this is Northwest Boulevard, which turns into Sherman, but we're literally minutes away. So I just wanted to show you how quickly we can get to downtown Post Falls if you were living there. So right now it's 10:20. Let's go. And I'll also mention that the cool thing is I-90, which obviously runs you all the way to the Washington coast, is right up here about a minute away. So you also have Saltese. That's kind of the back way that can take you right into Post Falls as well. But right now, no traffic. The freeway will get you there in like 10, 11, 12 minutes. So we'll see you there. So the Saltese that I was talking about is right here. I would actually turn left right here, and that's the back way. But we're going to go straight just a quarter mile and get onto I-90. All right, so we made it to Spokane Street. That's like the main road, actually, that'll take you across the Spokane River. But we're right here in the heart of Post Falls, and it's 10:29, so 9 minutes to get to here. So what we're gonna do is hang a left, and we're gonna go show you kind of the living that's across the river. Super sneaky, incredible areas to live. All right, so before we head across Spokane Street Bridge, I'll just turn you around and you can actually see behind me. If you look, I-90 is right there. So you can get all the way to the coast of Washington. It's gonna take you straight out, Montana, all the way to the East Coast. So you have the major freeway just minutes away to get you anywhere you need. And this road, Spokane Street, any of these north-south roads, they'll take you into that new construction. They'll take you to Spirit Lake. They'll take you to Rathdrum. So you have a bunch of these main roads, Hutter, Atlas, that can take you north, and you're very close to everything. So this is actually Post Falls Brewing. So they got a couple breweries down here, incredible brewskis. You know I love my brewskis. There's also Red Lion, so you can't see it, but right on the river, there's a hotel here. So if you want to, you know, really get a vibe of Post Falls, you could stay at this hotel here. So I'm gonna cross the street, go get in with Connor, and we're gonna jam across the bridge. All right, so as you saw, we crossed Spokane Bridge, and that was the park he was talking about. What we're gonna do is go up here to Upriver Drive. So you can kind of see it goes right up into the mountains. So there's a lot of property over here. This is where you can get acreage, a lot of acreage for very, you know, cheap compared to most areas. But we'll take the Riverview Drive, and we're gonna head, you know, like we were actually going towards Coeur d'Alene here. What you're gonna find is river living. So you can actually get down and live on the river, or up, and there's a bunch of acreage estates and new construction. Have you sold any houses, you know, over here as of recently?
Not any recently on the south side of the river. Waterfront, I mean, it comes up very, you know, sporadically and rarely because people love their waterfront homes here. But what's really cool about the south side, you're in the county, your taxes are lower. You have a sneaky back road to both Coeur d'Alene and Post Falls.
And Spokane.
And Spokane all the way over there. But you have waterfront living. When you're on the Spokane River, you can take a quick boat ride into the mouth of Lake Coeur d'Alene. So ton of options, like Jackson, like you were saying, up on the hills. When you go a little bit south, you got acreage property, beautiful treed acreage, really cool spot.
Yep. So I'm gonna get you out the window. You just got to see some of these places right off the road here. Baby. This is what you always see in North Idaho. Oh, those are the brand new babies. So as you can see, I mean, is so much nature, herds of elk, moose, and then you got the baby fawns and deer, so you definitely got to watch where you're driving. So this is the property. As you can see, we're heading, if you look to the, you know, to the north, there's private drives everywhere with river lots. So it's really tough to get down and show you that. We're gonna head up here where we can show you the river. This river is not a river, it's like the size of a lake. So wakeboarding, wake surfing, and it basically, the living starts from Spokane Street and heads all the way towards Coeur d'Alene, because just beyond Spokane Bridge is the falls. So a power generation dam, and this is the living. So I'll show you out this way. It's nothing but giant old growth trees, property, acreage, and we can actually see little glimpses of the river. So you can actually get a spread in here. Yeah, we'll get you down there eventually. So it's just it's such an untapped part for people moving here. They don't know about this secret area. They think of Post Falls as the new construction, but I mean, there are full-on ranches up here. Look at that. So a great spot right here. We'll hit Foothill Drive. I know there's some new stuff going on, new construction right here. We're gonna head down to the Riv.
All right, we're now on the south side of the Spokane River, Post Falls, Idaho. You might not think of it as a place to get large treed acreages with big houses, ranches, shops, but you do. South side of the river here, as you can see behind me, big, massive properties. You can have horses, just a really cool variety of land. A lot of wildlife. As you see deer crossing the street, you got to be careful, wildlife, pedestrians. But so on the south of the river, if you go up in the foothills like this, large acre properties. But when you get a little bit north, you can hug the river here. As you can see, this is what you're living for, waterfront style in Post Falls.
That's right. So we got to get you down there to actually see this river. So we're going to cruise down and try and get you some better views of some of the houses and living right on the river. But yeah, I do know that, you know, had some friends, you know, family, whatever, they love this part of Post Falls up here in the foothills. You can actually get properties even farther up, you know, that you can do your own hunting on, logging, all of that kind of stuff. So it's really a unique area where you get that river access, but you can have your acreage and property. Yet from here, I bet you maybe at the max, you're 6 to 7 minutes from the Post Falls area and 20 minutes max to downtown Coeur d'Alene. So it's country living at its finest, and it's super close to everything.
All right, now, so as Jackson was saying, this isn't just a little river here. This is the Spokane River, big river, motorized boats. You see people wakeboarding up and down, feeds right into the Coeur d'Alene Lake. But we're on the south side. As you can see, it's county land. You have beautiful homes on the south side of the river. But on the north side, you're on Celtice, right off Celtice Avenue. You can even see I-90 running up there, so it's super quick access to Post Falls, Coeur d'Alene, Spokane. But those homes are beautiful, big, massive homes with waterfront docks. It's boat living. You're 1.5 million to 3 million running along that north side of the river. We're pretty much on the cutoff line, so we're on the border. You get real close, you go anywhere east, you're in Coeur d'Alene. You go anywhere west, you're in Post Falls. Awesome new condos being built when you go towards Coeur d'Alene there in Belle Rive. But it's just a sweet spot, and people don't know about it. They're not thinking about it when you're talking waterfront living. But that's it in Post Falls. You got the water.
All right, so before we end this video, I did want to show you one other area that I'm kind of centralized right here. This is a huge roundabout. This is Poleline and Idaho Street, so right kind of in the hub of Post Falls. And why I say that is straight to the west, see the mountains above me? That's where we were, those acreage, the river. And if you look straight to the north, those mountains, that's going to be your Rathroom, your Spirit Lake. And then obviously you have, you know, to the west over here, you're going to have going into Post Falls, headed towards Spokane. And then you take Poleline straight down into Coeur d'Alene. So these were some of the earlier established, when we really started seeing our growth here in North Idaho. These were the new construction neighborhoods. So Fieldstone's been here a long time. So affordability, you really want to stretch that dollar. Fieldstone. Prairie Falls is a golf course community. So there's actually a big golf course over there. You can live right on it. It's a pretty cool little course and inexpensive. So this can hub you. You can see there's some new construction right down the road there. There are so many homes right here in this Poleline, Idaho Street, all the way down and around here, and it gets you so close to everything. And right down Poleline, maybe you could walk there in a couple minutes, is the Post Falls High School. So it puts you right next to those schools. So this is another really, really popular area where we're seeing a ton of growth. And all of that new construction that we've done videos on and brand new stuff is going to be all that way towards the Rathroom, Post Falls area. So lots and lots and lots of options right here that puts you so close to everything. Yeah, so lastly, a lot of these roads on this side, as you can see, they're paved, they're well maintained. If you get some of the backside areas of Lake Coeur d'Alene, even Hayden Lake, it can be a little dicier when all the snow comes. And this keeps you relatively close. So it's super sneaky, as you're seeing, to be this close to everything. And you don't think of a river as lake living. These boats, these docks, these jet skis, everybody, they can literally boat right into the mouth of the Coeur d'Alene, hit up the Coeur d'Alene Resort for dinner, hit up Cedars, the floating restaurant, best prime rib in town. You can get all the way to Harrison. I mean, it's an unbelievable spot for you to be right here on the Post Falls River, and it gives you basically lake living right on the river. But hey, if Post Falls isn't your jam, if it isn't the perfect exact spot for you, that's what we're here to do, is find that perfect spot. The only way for us to help you, you gotta reach out. You gotta give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Days, nights, weekends, we got your back when moving to North Idaho. And until our next video, we'll catch you later.
Later.